Well, cool. What was one of the craziest foods you ate in Brazil?
So the craziest food I had in Brazil is definitely panelada, which is made with cow intestines and cow stomach cut up and cooked in its blood. It's a soup. Very gross. I could not finish it. One of the few things on my mission that I could not stomach, and that was definitely one. It's not even popular amongst most Brazilians. It's a very much interior sort of backwoods sort of dish.
What was one of the most crazy or dangerous experiences you had?
Well, I mean, I got assaulted 3 times on the street. That was interesting. Uh, so that's, I guess, crazy dangerous. I got kissed by a drunk guy. There's a lot of I can't think of one crazy experience or dangerous experience, but there's a lot of experiences like that happen.
What was one of the most spiritual experiences you had, or a time you felt the Spirit strongly?
I always felt the Spirit very strongly when we taught lessons. I remember being particularly guided in one area. We were doing Book of Mormon contacts, and we were able to go find a family that we baptized. Now, that happens a lot. It's not a rare thing. And so really to take out one of those many spiritual experiences is hard, because there are really so many. But yeah, there's so many that it's hard to think of just one.
Cool.
I think that's something good for the people to know. It'll help a lot.
Yeah. Was there any funny language mistake that you or another missionary made?
So not that I can think of.
That you could think of? Cool. What was one of the greatest life lessons you learned on your mission?
So I think one of the greatest life lessons I learned on my mission is there's another one about spiritual things, right? Or
there's another one about like advice, one of the hard things you went through, and best skill you developed or gained, like, or ability.
Okay, so
I
just want to make sure I say the right thing.
Greatest life lessons you learned.
Okay, well, I think my mission really humbled me, and that was something that was very, very important. I came to love people a lot more than I did before, and I began to think less of not less above myself, but less about myself and more about other people. And that was life-changing, definitely. Just because of that, it gave me a confidence in myself and a confidence in God, and that His hand is in everything, even though we don't see it at the moment.
Like that. What was one of the greatest skills or abilities you developed as a missionary?
Okay. I think one of the greatest skills I developed as a missionary was the ability to connect with people a lot better, and become a lot more easygoing. That has helped immensely with relationships since the mission.
Awesome. Most extreme weather you experienced?
Just the rain. When it rains there, they don't have really good street sewage or gutter systems, and so the streets will flood, and sometimes there'll be rivers of 2 feet of water in the street, and you have to somehow get across the river. I'm not joking about that. And you'll get very wet. But there's nothing super... that's more extreme, more because of the infrastructure there than anything.
What was one of the hardest things that you experienced or went through on your mission?
The hardest situation I ever was in was when I opened up the church in a city where the church wasn't before. That was extremely difficult. It felt very inadequate for the job and didn't have the success I was hoping to at first. It wasn't until actually later that I left the area that I saw what I had done had what made a difference. And that was really very, very, very hard, that area. But also leaving people that you love, because you will love the people you teach, is very hard as well.
What's the best advice you could give to a missionary just heading out?
I think it's sort of like what I said in the beginning. Be humble and learn and work hard, and don't be content with being just another missionary. Be the best that you can be.
And what's the best advice you could offer to a returned missionary who's just getting home?
Well, I would definitely say go on a date as soon as you can. That's important. Don't stop doing the things that were good for you on your mission. For instance, like weekly planning and stuff like that. That's important stuff, and that will benefit you after your mission as well. So don't stop doing that. And work. Something my mission president said to me is, on your mission, you worked, prayed, and fasted harder than any other point in your life. After your mission, continue to do the same thing. So that's what I would say.